Shabbat Shalom. Yes. High holy day. Thank you for your time. This is a new format I'm trying. I'm hoping that uh everything that you see my screen, and you'll understand that this is a synopsis of the mark of the beast. Um so it's not really in depth going into each detail, but it's a brief synopsis of the mark of the beast. Okay, seeing it in real time, how it has unfolded over the years till it has culminated into the time that we live now here in these last days of this age. Okay, we're going to start with Mark. We're going to start in Revelation Revelations chapter 13, verses 12. So that's Revelation chapter 13, verse 12. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing. You can read it for yourself. I'm just going to highlight certain things, okay? Um, and I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy, okay? This beast that rose up out of the sea is the Vatican City. Okay. The sea here represents people. That's what the word sea here in its prophetic context represents people. Okay. It has 7 heads and 10 horns. The heads are governments in this beast system. And then it has 10 horns. Okay. Now, the 7 heads is also the description of the Vatican City, okay, being on seven hills, okay, that's also that too. But the 10 horns is what we need to look at, okay, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head, is the name of blasphemy, okay. So we have a description of what this beast looks like. Now, how do we know today what this beast is? Well, we have it today, and I'm using Bing as my browser context, as my browser. So um, that is the G10 nations, okay? G10. Uh, G10. Hold on, maybe if I put it in right, G10 nations. Okay, the G10 nations. Here we go. Now, Russia is not formally in the G10 nations in its entirely. Okay, let's go here. World population review. They seem to have a good list. We'll look at that and give you a little explanation on the G10 countries. Okay, let's wait for it to pull up. Here's the list. Okay, see, Russia is not on this list. Okay, and you may say, why isn't the Vatican on this list? Well, the Vatican is not on this list because the Vatican is the dragon. The Vatican is the dragon. The Vatican is the dragon power, right? That is imposed onto this beast system. All right. So we see Belgium, which is Belgium. We see Belgium here, but Belgium is the United Nations. Okay, in the United Nations and the Council of Foreign Relations, CFR, Trilateral Commission, all that in Belgium. Okay, Germany is here, Japan, Italy, and all these other nations. Okay, that's in here. Now, you also don't see uh, the United States in here. The reason why you don't see the United States in here in this construct is because in legal system, right, the United Kingdom is the head of in the legal system, the United Kingdom is the head of the legal system of the United States. Okay, that's why they register under the bar. Okay, the British accredited registry. Okay, under the Queen's court. Okay, so that's why you don't see them on the G10 nations. And this is monetary and legal. Okay, let's get out of that. Let's go back to Revelation. Okay, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. Okay, leopard meaning it's fast, it's swift. This is Greece, and its feet were as the feet of bear. The bear is Soviet Union map geography, but mainly Russia. Okay, and I say that because over the years, uh, the eagle has eaten away of this system. Okay, and his mouth has as the mouth of a lion. Okay, the lion represents the United Kingdom and America. Okay, the young lions. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. Okay, dragon meaning Satan in the form of the Vatican power, which we know is a head or state that speaks blasphemy. That has a blasphemy name. Okay. Now we also have, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. This is happening right, or has been happening since 2015, when Pope Francis came into United States, and uh, gave his speech in Congress. Okay, that was the healing. That was one step of the healing of the deadly wound. Ever since then, Pope Francis in 2019 went on his world penitence tour and apology. Okay, now let's go down here to 12. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. The beast that is being worshipped is the one with the deadly wound that was healed. Okay, this deadly wound. Let me move this down. This deadly wound was when let me go back to my other notes. That deadly wound was when, in fact, I could just type it up. I can just type it up here. Pope arrested Napoleon. It'll correct it. That's why we got Google. That's why we got Bing. Pope Pius the seventh. He was arrested by Napoleon, and that caused the deadly wound to the Vatican, to the leopard Greco-Roman system. Okay. After that, it was transformed into the Vatican City Roman Holy Empire, which we live under still to this day. Okay. All right. That was just a short explanation of that. And do great wonders, make fire come down to heaven. Okay. Where did I want to go? 15. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay. Eventually, there will be a statue set up around the world for people to give homage to. And if you don't bow down to this image of the Vatican City, then you will be killed. Now, most people focus on the mark itself, but not the image. So you have to take in context the image and the mark. Okay, the image and the mark. You'll die if you don't worship the image, and you'll die if you don't have the mark. Okay. But it says, he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Had the mark, right? This is one context. Had the name of the beast, right? Or the number, okay? So you either going to have a mark, name, or number, okay? In some places, it's going to be all three wrapped up in one. You have to understand that not every nation in the world is sophisticated in first world technologies, right? So in some places, they will actually mark you with old technology, meaning a tattoo or crown or anything like that, some type of mark that they will put on you to identify who you are. Now, where can we see this same type of spirit working in the world? Okay, I want to go to 3 Maccabees 2:12 through 27. Now, I know I have the King James here, but this King James don't have Second Maccabees. It doesn't have Second Maccabees. No, it doesn't have 3 Maccabees in it. Now, the apocrypha that I use is this apocrypha, the complete apocrypha. You can see that's what I use. Okay, let's see if we can pull it up here. 3 Maccabees. What did I put in here? 27. 3 Maccabees 2 and 27. That's what we need to. 3 Maccabees 2 and 27. There we go. We'll read it out of this one. Just want to give you an idea of what is being talked about. Okay. Now, this is the time of Antiochus between 60 AD and 70 AD. Okay. That's the time frame that we're talking about here at the time of Maccabees. Okay. Well, this was a precursor to the Maccabees. And Antiochus, okay, I'm putting that in there, proposed. Antiochus, he proposed to inflict public disgrace upon the Jewish community, and he set up a stone on the tower in the courtyard with this inscription: "None of those who do not sacrifice shall enter their sanctuaries, and all Jews shall be subjected to a registration involving poll tax and to the status of slaves. Those who object to this are to be taken by force and put to death." Okay, we see again. You can't buy or sell, trade, or do any kind of business, and even your status will be put down to a low degree. Now, they don't have to do this per se by force right now because most of it will be voluntary. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this page, but let's get through this so I can show you. 29. Those who are registered are also to be branded on their bodies by fire with the ivy leaf symbol of Dionysus. Okay. And they shall also be reduced to their former limited status. Okay. In order that he might not appear to be an enemy to all, he inscribed below, "But if any of them prefer to join those who have been initiated into the mysteries, they shall have equal citizenship with the Alexandrians." Okay. This was, when they say the mysteries, they're talking about secret societies. Okay. At that time, it was the arts, and the arts was practiced in the temples of Jupiter, Olympus. All these temples had sex in the priesthood that they had. Now today, but at this time, it was called the realms of estate. Okay. the realms of estate. That's what it was called. The three estates. Okay. Um, I'm just showing you this for reference so you understand how they brought about how the caste system worked at the time. In the realms of the estates. All right. Let's see what time I got. 15 minutes in. Okay. So states of the realm in Christian Europe, early modern Europe, even today, it's still here and today. We had different classes. Okay. It was a three estate system or class system. Clergy, nobles, peasant, bourgeoisie, and the burghers or the merchant class. Okay. Four classes. Okay. But most of the power was laid in with the clergy, and the nobles had their estates, but they worked hand in hand. They was one and the same. This is real church and state. Okay. That's what that is, real church and state. But let's go back. Okay. 130 it says that and 29 says those who are registered are also to be branded on their bodies by fire with the ivy leaf symbol of Dionysus, and they shall also be reduced to their former limited status. And then it goes on to tell you about what happened and the things that went on in the city. Okay. And a lot of people resisted this. Even Eleazar, I encourage you to read about Eleazar, how in his old age he didn't give up his devotion to the Most High. All right. That's that. So that was in 70. That happened in 60 AD to 71 AD. That's when that happened. Okay. Now we're moving forward to the time of Inquisition. Okay. Time of the Inquisition. I'm just going to show you a great book on about Inquisition, about the magnet of power from the East West. Okay. Just waiting for it to come up. It's taking a little minute, but let's see. Okay. This is the book here. John Edwards Inquisition. It's free. You go to the internet archive. You can look it up. You can read it. It's a short read. It's like 244 pages. But you can get to about page 50 to 100 to get the gist of what was going on in the Inquisition. Now, here is another marking, right, of those who did not worship the beast system. Okay. Here's another marking of those who did not worship the beast system. You see this hat here as a San Bernito, right? And you here also see a garment that they have on. And on this garment, it had flames on them, okay, symbolizing the burning of this person. Because usually these people ended up dying by death by fire. That's how they ended up. So just wanted to show you that this is another marking. In some places they call it the dunce cap, but it's actually what they use to parade people who they consider heresy or heretics out into the streets. Okay. Now at this time, heresy meant that you had been baptized, but yet you are still not falling in line with the Catholic doctrine. Okay, you're not falling in line with the Catholic doctrine. You're still using the old pagan ways. You're still Judaizing or having your cultural aspects that you grew up with, keeping the feast days, not working on the Sabbath day, those things. That's what the Inquisition investigation was all about when it came to heresy and heretics. All right. We're going to take a little break. We'll come back and we will finish this topic. All right. Shalom.